big shot call I want to share with you guys here. Torneko, The Last Hope, PS1. Part of the Mystery Dungeon series. Mystery Dungeon is like a genre. It's a style of RPG where it's grid-based, square grids. You take a step, it's real time, you take a step, and all the enemies in the dungeon get to take a step also. In a way, it's kind of turn-based because you choose when to press forward on that controller and then all the enemies move. If you're familiar with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Etrian Odyssey Mystery Dungeon, Shiren the Wanderer, it's on DS. There's also the Wii one, that's a Mystery Dungeon game. Chocobo's Dungeon, that's a Mystery Dungeon spinoff. All these games have like a similar name to them in Japan, where it's like the twist on the existing IP there. So you got Final Fantasy, they're like, hey, we're gonna do a Mystery Dungeon style Final Fantasy game. In America, we call it Chocobo's Dungeon. So Mystery Dungeon games, I'm not a big fan of them, but gameplay wise, but I'm sure there's people out there that love them. That's just what it is. That's not a big reason as to why this is so hype. It's Dragon Warrior. That's really why. And this game's incredibly scarce, and it always has been. The only thing that's kept it cheap for years was it was a little bit under-circulated. So that's something to be aware of. There will always be new old stock. Not new old stock, but there will always be sealed copies out there. There's probably just as many sealed copies in existence as there are used. But we've seen what happened with Dragon Warrior on DS. We've seen the collectability of the Dragon Warrior series. You know, you've got Persona out there. You've got, I guess, Etrian Odyssey. You got certain collectible series out there that just get really expensive. The fans start to accept it. It's weird. Of course, you got your Nintendo properties. I'm aware too. Of course, Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, etc. Dragon Warrior is becoming top tier though. Very diehard collecting base for it. Very rare game. I feel like a lot of people on eBay fail to put Dragon Warrior in their title. There isn't enough exposure on this title. It's been under talked about. So it's just a matter of time before some Dragon Warrior channel, some Eric Landon RPG or Metal Jesus himself brings this one to people's attention. I'm expecting $300 CIB. No problemo. It's that kind of rarity. Definitely shits on like Persona 1 and 2 rarity wise. It's kind of more of like a Tales of Destiny 2, I would say, with how many copies are likely out there. Really hard to find. So it's gonna look like around 150 right now, but you may be able to catch people selling it for 100, maybe 80, 90 even. Price charting is probably reflecting very low. So try to secure yourself a Torneko if you can, if you're a PS1 guy, or if you're just a dirty, rotten reseller.